Hi, this is the Headless Fanboy comic book review show. I am the Headless Fanboy. First and foremost, this is a comic book review show. If you don't like being surprised or spoiled and you haven't read the comic books for February 20th, 2008, you might want to turn this off, go read the books, then come back and enjoy the show. Consider this your spoiler warning. I'm the Headless Fanboy. Today, as per my format that I'm going to try to stick to, I review 3 books, and out of those 3, pick one pick of the week. This week didn't really stand out, but nonetheless I have my 3, which this week will be Mighty Avengers issue 9, Justice League of America issue 18, and my pick of the week this week, Ultimate Human 2. First book this week, Mighty Avengers issue 9, written by Bendis and drawn by Bagley. I love their work. They go into Latveria, do some stuff. One major complaint that stood out, well, it's a mixed blessing, I guess. We have not one, but 3 full pages, well, 6 if you want to get technical, 3 pages just splash pages. Now, the artwork is great. I love Bagley's work. I've been a fan since he was an Amazing Spider-Man way back then. A lot of detail and action shots, which it seems that Mighty Avengers is. It's a action-heavy series. But that space, I like Bendis' dialogue, and I kind of feel that one splash page would have done the job. I would have really liked to see some dialogue, something to move the story forward. One thing I do want to point out in Mark Bagley's work, Ares, he does a really good job of like just his face right there. Get a good shot there. His eyes are just gleaming and glazed over, and then later on in another big splash page, if you can see right there, they're just glazed over, just ready for battle, and you can really see how he's just an action-oriented character. Doctor Doom and Iron Man have a fight later on. You get the idea that they're pretty much evenly matched as far as armor goes, so Doctor Doom has to use a little magic, which is really true to Doom's character. He will win. It really shows that. Not too much explanation of why specifically the Avengers are there, because in last issue we saw them fighting a bunch of symbiotes, but they didn't explain why they were there, and the symbiotes were there in the first place. So, yeah, it was okay. It was fun for the most part. Next issue, or next comic, Justice League of America 18. This I thought was pretty interesting for the fact that the Justice League are giving a group of villains, which include Dr. Polaris, a tattooed man, someone who looks like Icicle right here. They're giving them political sanctuary. I mean, a lot of villains are being shipped off planet, as seen in Sanctuary Run. And yeah, the Justice League are fighting for the rights of villains, which you don't really see too often. Batman, later on, he figures out that they are under attack because, Amanda Waller's just stalling him, and he knows that she doesn't do that. A couple of a page or 2 later, Batman reveals they know where the prison planet is, and they're going to go there. Superman in particular, my feeling at least, is not going to like what they're going to find there. I mean, this place that the villains are being sent to is pretty inhumane, and we've seen in Identity Crisis where Batman stood up to the rights of a villain, Dr. Light in particular. So, yeah, that's an interesting twist because we don't really see the hero standing up for villains too much, and I kind of thought that was interesting. Last couple of pages, we see backstory with Red Tornado getting a new body. It was alright. But the artwork, just something I want to point on. It might just be me, but Ed Benes does the art. He reminds me an awful lot of Jim Lee. I may be the only one with that, but yeah, they do seem to have similar artwork. So that was Justice League. Now for my pick of the week, Ultimate Human issue 2, written by currently one of my favorite writers, Warren Ellis. I picked this because, well, it is a sci-fi book. I mean, there's two scientists in the character, Bruce Banner and Tony Stark, two of the smartest guys in the Ultimate Universe, just talking science pretty much. We do have a fight in the beginning, the Hulk, and Warren Ellis does a good job of just stressing that idea of when the Hulk is around, be somewhere else, do something quick, or lives will be lost. Especially right at the first page, Tony Stark just almost bug-eyed. Everyone's like, what do we do? Run! So, yeah, and the Hulk just smashes things. And I like the way how Iron Man beats him, the same way Wasp beat him in the first Ultimate series, zapped him in his brain, through his eye. I mean, that's a little chilly there. We see Ultimate Leader. I kind of like how he can't even support his own head. I mean, he needs like a skull brace. And you kind of get the idea that if the leader was a real character, yeah, he would have a kind of a neck problem. But yeah, it's a fun little book, and I pick it because it's very real in the sense that if Iron Man but Bruce Banner and Tony Stark were real, they would have conversations like this, where it's a lot of technical jargon where you get the idea where they're pretty much the only people who know what they're talking about. And that's my pick of the week this week, Ultimate Human. The other two books I reviewed, Mighty Avengers, issue 9, fun little romp, and Justice League of America 18. Normally, well, I guess I couldn't really say normally because it never happened before. What I would like to do right now is answer questions or comments from viewers, but I didn't get enough of that. I guess I should put that out right now. If you want to get a hold of me, ask questions, comments, suggestions, I will read them all. Just go ahead and make a comment on this YouTube space, or contact me through YouTube. It should show up on the screen under Asgard Creature. Or if you don't have a YouTube account, but you do have MySpace, I'm on that too, under myspace.com, night_creature. I can be contacted through that. Questions, comments, suggestions. I'm open to all of that. But since I don't have, or don't do viewer feedback right now, what I'm going to jump into is what I call Rant and Rave. Last week I did Women in Comics. This week I'm going to do event books. I don't think I'm the only one in thinking this, but it looks like we're heading into where the 90s had a problem with event books. I mean, Marvel, the past couple of years, they had House of M, Civil War, World War Hulk. That's just recent memory that I can think of off the top of my head. DC, same thing, Infinite Crisis, Countdown to Final Crisis, 52, and Ultimate Universe is, well, Marvel this year alone, they're going to have a couple of events, and I do like event books. Oh yeah, I can't forget Green Lantern's Sinestro Wars. Anyway, I do like event books, but in moderation. I mean, one a year, that's a little much. Maybe one every other year, that makes it feel a little more special. I mean, like, whoa, something big's gonna happen. So, in moderation, pacing, that I think is good. Plus, it kind of leads to build-up and anticipation. That's just my 2 cents. Questions, comments, suggestions, complaints, anything, go ahead and get back to me. I am the Headless Fanboy, signing off. Good night.